Hello, everyone. Hello. My name is Linda Gunda. I am the CEO and founder of Linda's Perfection Creations. Linda's Perfection Creations is an event planning and wedding decor company. We cater to small and large events in and around Philadelphia. We do full service, we do partial, we do custom events, we do milestone celebrations, we do planning and decor all around the globe. I started this business over 10 plus years ago for a hobby, and I turned it into what it is, a beautiful, amazing growing business. I am a master certified wedding planner and a certified florist. I do this because I love it, if you're wondering. So, today we are going to talk about the difference between a fondant cake and a buttercream cake, or whether to use in a vice versa. How does it incorporate into your wedding design? And before, if you are just joining this channel, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. All my information, contact information is right in the description thing. You can find my website www.lyndaperfect.creationsevents.com, where you can sign up for a free 30-minute consultation to talk to me about your upcoming events, whether it's a wedding, whether it's a celebration, birthday party, home staging, and then we can go from there. So please subscribe, please like, that way you have access to all the up cool and coming things coming up later in at the end of this month. I'm going to be doing decor, to teaching people and showing you tricks and tools and sample of decor, so you don't want to miss that. So subscribe for that. Okay, so as I was saying, just to jump in today, we're going to talk about, you know, what is the difference between in a fondant and having a buttercream cake, and how, what's the pro and the con, pretty much whether you should go with. Most of the time people, ask questions in regards to the wedding. When it comes to the cake, people don't know what to do or which selection to go with. At least walk into it, if you have that information, is always better. So long story short, what is fondant? Fondant is pretty much sugar. It tastes like a lot of sugar. It's sweet. It's a little thicker when you bite it. And it's not like buttercream, where it's just more whip. It's kind of really thick. It's in a flavor, but it's like literally sugar. It's all sugar. So what does that? My thing is that people decide like, well, why should I just find it? What's the difference it be? Especially if you are doing a cake. I would say if you want a cake that you want a lot of decor, a lot of elaborate from shapes and texture and different style, fondant is the best option to go. Because it's easy to work with. It's easy to mimic all these textures and arcs and things that you want. It is easy. And then especially if you are having a wedding during the summertime, if it's a hot season, or in the venue or outdoor, fondant will hold a lot better, because it's not like butter where it would just run. It will preserve the cake a little longer. It will last more into those kind of temperature. So it's anytime you're doing things for, you know or a lot of people want a lot of design. They want a lot of sugar flour. They want a lot of things on there. Fondant is the way to go if you just want to work off on your cake, because it's easily, they can make it into every shape. They can make it as, a house, a skyscraper, a bottle, a pocketbook, those little things. Fondant can help mold those things into a cake. So it's really a great idea if you want to do something special and creative like that. Fondant is the way to go, and also give it a smooth over finish. You soon apparent. So that's the difference between that. Now, the con to having a fondant cake is that, as I said, the taste is a little, for the palate, especially people who haven't tasted it before. It might taste different, and you have to be careful with the baker that used the fondant. So always taste it, because sometimes based on what they use, it can have that little bitter taste. If the color, if they're doing a lot of coloring, it kind of have that. When you taste it afterwards, have that, it just tastes bitter. So I would say be sure to make sure, whatever the baker, if you are going to use fondant, make sure you work with the baker, make sure you taste it before, so you can have it. And also for people who haven't had it before, it's a strange taste to them, so it might taste weird. And that's why most of the time, for most caterer, what they would do is that when they are serving the cake, cutting the cake, most of the time they will kind of take the fondant off of it and just give the cake, the naked cake, to the guests about it so they can have it's like I said, fun is a little thicker. It's like a thicker paste. So those are the cons for that. But and the good thing about it is that if you're using a lot of decorations and you're doing a lot of things, find it will be the best idea to go. But or most some of the things I would say that you should do if you want to do fine as a most baker, you can talk to your baker to know that is that to kind of dive down that taste a little bit. They will put a buttercream on the outer layer of the cake and then cover it with the fondant so it kind of still and you still have that beautiful taste, not transition in it, so it's not just too heavy. All right. Should you use a fondant cake or should you use a buttercream cake? I would say, in my professional opinion, one again, I am not a baker. Things that I say, I'm just a lady who loves sweet and things that I eat. If you're using a cake for a lot of sculptures, if you're like I say, if you want a lot of art, a lot of textures, you can do that. Another option you can do is that you can have sugar sugar ice. Ugh, I can't even talk. You can have sugar design, so you can use sugar icing to create different things where you can just easily take it off and use buttercream on the cake. And especially if you are doing a naked cake and it's starting to get trendy later where they don't put a lot of cream, a lot of buttercream, a lot of nothing on the cake, it just kind of look like it's empty. You don't need a fondant if that's the design you're going for. If you're not doing something that have a lot of sculptural life, you just want something simple and still look elegant, you can do that as well. If the temperature is not as bad, um, it's not going to be hot, it's not going to be humid, you're not getting married outdoor, your kids is not going to be sitting there, then I'll definitely say you can have an option. But it's up to you, whatever you feel that you need to do in regards to choosing your cake. Because as I said, things can change based on what it is. If you are the person that some people just don't like that much sweet, some people like something simple, or they may not, they might think it's too heavy. It helps to make the best decision for you. You can take, like I said, go to the baker, taste this, and say, hey, this is what I like, and this is what I don't. And also think about your guests as well. Maybe if they do have it, if you're using a specific design that you know you definitely need to use to find it, the caterer can always have to remove that, you know, and will make it easier. But my big suggestion is that if you do choose to go to find it, just make sure you taste it with a baker. Make sure it doesn't have that taste because some colors also affect the choice. Like if you're using darker color, if it's just white, it's simple. But when they're using different texture of colors, sometimes it tastes awful. I have seen some kids that just taste speak like bitter licorice, and it's just disgusting. But it looks beautiful. It has that clean finish, and it tastes good. The baker know what they're doing. It tastes clean. It's fine. You won't even taste it. Like I know my son, that my baker that I use, she is amazing. Her fondant is really good. I would sit there and eat it. Or sometimes my son would just sit there and just rip it up and just eat it off the cake, and I'm like, oh my god. So those are the things that you need to decide what works best for you. And you can also use the best of both worlds. And if you are doing something more like a rustic look or something, a naked, like I said, you don't have to necessarily do that. If you're having a multi-tier cake, you can use buttercream on the outside for cutting and then put the fondant on it to make it look easy. But I hope this was really informative for you guys. I know it wasn't a lot, but I did have somebody who asked me this question: what's the difference between that? And I really want to take the time to address that question and answer that for them. But that's just the simple part of decoration. So pretty much it's like based on how you're decorating a cake, certain things is most easier to work with. And the baker automatic will tell you that if you have a lot of design, a lot of things on there, they will tell you, well, you definitely have to use fondant because without the fondant, you cannot do that. So look at your pictures, work with your bakers, present that information to them, and they will be able to tell you, what's the best option to go. And always taste it, have a tasting, let the baker bake something in advance. Some people might charge a little bit and it'll go towards your deposit for the cake, but make sure you take care of that. But once again, thank you for watching. My name is Linda Gunner. I am the CEO and founder of Linda's Professional Creations. Please like and share and subscribe to my channel. There are a lot of cool things coming up, and I'm gonna give you an update on where I'm gonna be coming soon. There's an event coming up that I will be there in the Philadelphia area for you guys to be able to meet me in person and talk to me in the process of all that. That would be really amazing. I cannot wait. But once again, thank you for watching. You can go to my website www.lyndaperfect.creationsevents.com to learn more about my services, look at past weddings, and you can have your questions answered and also sign up for the free consultation. Thank you and have an amazing day. Bye.